first down carry and more. How about a touchdown? He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. And we are going home.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night tonight. And the Atlanta Braves walk it off in the bottom of the ninth inning as Austin Riley gets the game-winning single to lead the Braves to a 3-2 walk-off victory. What an incredible game this was. Both teams going back and forth, incredibly close game. Austin Riley gets the Braves on the board in the fourth inning, hits a home run. Austin Riley adds the Braves' second run of the game on a home run and to tie the game at 2 there in the fourth inning. To tie the game at 1. Welcome in, Eric Swartz. How are you doing tonight? Go Braves! Let's win this series. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves fans on the win tonight. That is how you do it, and this is going to be an epic series. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Seeing these two teams match up as they both did match up in last year's NLCS. And we all saw, of course, how that series went. 7 games. It was an epic playoff series. And I'm expecting another epic playoff series here this year in the rematch. And this is a huge win for the Braves to get this win in game 1. Of course, we know how powerful the Dodgers are, the lineup that they have, and give big credit to the Braves to shut down that Dodgers lineup. Also give credit to the Dodgers on a well-played game. The Dodgers bullpen kept him in the game. And the Dodgers, Will Smith, their good hitting catcher, he got a big home run. And, so many in a play like this, a game, like a 1-run game like this, you saw a huge costly base running error by Chris Taylor, in that top of the 9th inning. Dodgers looked like they were putting a rally together, and then Taylor runs into an out there. Will Smith ends up getting through that 9th inning, and then the Braves get that rally going. Albies gets on base there with the base hit, a ball that falls into the outfield, and then steals second. What a huge play in the game that was, and that sets up Austin Riley's game-winning hit, and the Atlanta Braves walk it off. Welcome in, Biggie. How are you doing tonight? Going with the Braves for this one because I do not like the Dodgers. It's going to be a heck of a series here. Braves and Dodgers. I'm right there with you, Eric. We do not want, especially do not want the Dodgers to go back to the World Series. And it's going to be a heck of a series. And, I'm expecting, I think that this series will go to Game 7 again, just like it did last year. And it's going to be a heck of a series. If I had to make predictions on this series, being that I haven't shared my predictions yet on the channel, in all honesty, I will have to say I think the Dodgers will win this series in 7 games, but I'm rooting, of course, for the Braves. And I of course, really believe the Braves can do it. And so, I'm just excited to see a really incredibly well-played playoff series. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? What an epic start to this National League Championship series it was tonight. And left-hander Max Fried from the Braves put up a really good start, going 6 innings in the game, allowing 8 hits, 2 earned runs. So was able to limit the damage. That good hitting Dodgers lineup, they were able to get a lot of runners on base, but the Dodgers, they were not able to capitalize. Getting big hits in this game. So do you think this will go to at least 6 or 5 games? Great question, Biggie. I definitely think this series, I'm predicting that it is going to go to a 7th game. I really like what the Braves are doing. They've had a lot of come from behind wins this year. Reminds me a lot of course, my beloved San Francisco Giants and the resiliency that the Giants showed all year. Braves have shown that coming back in games. And so, as much as, of course, Dodgers are the heavyweight favorite in this playoff series, I think the Braves are going to be able to, give them a run for their money. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just hoping that it's going to be a close, competitive series. And that's what I'm predicting. Welcome in, Aaron. Go Giants and go Braves. We're rooting for the Braves in this NLCS. Beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. And what an epic start to this playoff series for the Atlanta Braves as they get the win in game 1 of the series. And for 24-year-old Austin Riley, a game that he is never going to forget for the rest of his life, to have an experience and to have the moments that he got to take in today's playoff game. Absolutely amazing. And this is huge win, absolutely huge win for the Braves. Facing a team as tough as the Dodgers, to be able to go out and get game 1 here, that's huge. And, tomorrow the Braves can come out and let's hope that they can see if they can get game 2. This is going to be a really well-played series and a lot of fun to watch. If the Atlanta Braves win, who do you think will win the World Series after that? Really good question, Biggie. Really good question. Watching the ALCS, those two teams, Boston and the Astros, they've been playing really well. Of course, today, Boston, they got out to that big lead early in the game. I think they were up 8-0 by like the second or third inning. So Red Sox offense, they came alive. I think they had scored just 4 runs in game 1. So if I had to say, to be honest, I didn't watch a whole lot of the Astros and Red Sox this year. So being that, having seen the Giants play against the Braves, of course, I've seen the Braves. And of course, I've seen the Dodgers. So, I would have to say, if I'm going to make a prediction, that I think whoever ends up winning this NLCS is going to go on and win the World Series. And, of course, we'll see what ends up happening in the ALCS. See if Red Sox or Astros end up taking it. And for my predictions on that series, I am going to go with Houston in that series. I think, the Astros lineup that they're featuring, I really like that lineup a lot. And so we'll see what ends up happening. And welcome in everyone to the post-game show as the Atlanta Braves get a absolutely incredible win in game 1 of the NLCS. 24-year-old Austin Riley with the October moment, history for him in a moment that he is never going to forget, as he gets the game-winning hit, a game-winning RBI single down the left field line to knock in the game-winning run. And also for Austin Riley in this game, in the bottom of the 4th inning there, hits a home run to tie the game up at 2. There, and just huge. And, you look at for the Braves, after the 6 innings from Max Fried, you had Tyler Matzik coming in. I apologize if I pronounced that name wrong, but this kid pitches very well out there. He did his job. You had right-hander Luke Jackson come in after him, and of course, former San Francisco Giant Will Smith pitching through that 9th inning. And again, the big play in the game was the error from Chris Taylor, the base running error. And from what I saw on that play, it looked like, he wasn't rounding second very fast. Still kind of seemed indecisive a bit, but ended up going. And I think he knew instantly within, a couple seconds that he had made a mistake rounding second and going to third, and then tried to put on the brakes there, kind of stumbled. And from there, he got into a rundown and was tagged out. And that's such a huge momentum play. Dodgers were threatening to score that inning. Cody Bellinger, he, gets another big hit in the 9th inning. And then the big base running error from Chris Taylor. And then that momentum, the Braves, they're able to take that momentum, take it into the bottom of the 9th inning, and they're able to execute. What a win for the Braves as they get the walk-off win. Austin Riley delivers it in the bottom of the 9th inning. What a game. 2 hits for him. And you also look at the box score, Albies, 2 for 4 in the game. Also got a big base hit there in that 9th inning and got the huge stealing second base in the bottom of the 9th inning. And I just love small ball. I love seeing those kind of things, getting stolen bases, doing hit and runs. Anything that you can do to, get put yourself in a better situation to score a run in these kind of games. That's all it takes. Just one run sometimes. And for the Braves, the fact that they were able to get through that top of the 9th inning, being the home team, that gives them the advantage. And then they're able to walk it off in their bottom of the half. What a epic finish to this game as Austin Riley delivers the game-winning RBI single right down the left field line. Welcome in, Riley Fields. How are you doing tonight? Braves get the win in Game 1 of the NLCS in epic fashion. Big shout out to Riley. 2 hits tonight. Ties the game in the 4th inning with a really nice home run, and then delivers the game-winning RBI single in the bottom of the 9th inning. Told you NLCS would be Braves and Dodgers. I appreciate that, Riley, checking in. And look, I'll be honest. I was wrong. I was wrong in the sense I predicted Giants to win that NL Division Series. So look, I'll give it to you that you had that prediction right there, picking the Dodgers in the series. And look, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next year for my San Francisco Giants, and I'm expecting us to be coming back strong, and we are going to show our resilience. And I fully expect us to get back to October and make a deep playoff push. And right now, we're going to see what's going to happen, of course, in 2021. Welcome in, Emilio Gonzalez. Beat LA. Let's do it, Braves. They get the win in Game 1. Absolutely love to see it. And for all of us San Francisco Giant fans, such a big win for Atlanta to beat LA. Let's see. So welcome in, everyone, to the post game. How is everyone doing tonight? And just what a game this was from both teams. Very well played game, and very impressive. And when you look at the Dodgers, what they did, they ended up going with another opener start. So we have seen the Dodgers do this quite a bit now. They go with Corey Knebel to start out this game, and he does kind of pitch a bit wildly there. Ends up allowing the first run to score on a wild pitch. After that, though, the Dodgers end up using a number of arms in their bullpen. They go to Bickford. They go to Gosselin as well. They go to Vesia, Kelly, and Kenley Jansen. And so the Dodgers, give them credit. I mean, their bullpen did a good job in, keeping the score close for them. For the Dodgers' sake, they just weren't able to get the big hits with runners in scoring position. What season was better, 2016 Giants or 2021 Giants? Great question. And of course, for me, I've got to go 2021 without a doubt. 2021 definitely was, both years were really great seasons for the Giants. But 2016 and 2016, we were the best team in baseball in the first half. But then our bullpen really faltered and let us down in the second half of that year. And we kind of stumbled into the playoffs. And, we gave it everything we had against the Cubs, and obviously lost that playoff series in heartbreaking fashion. And 2021, I'm never going to forget this season. It was such a incredible year, unbelievable year, and just so amazing. And, you look at all of the incredible comebacks that the San Francisco Giants had, and also Atlanta Braves too. Atlanta Braves also were one of the most resilient teams in baseball this year. They had several comebacks. So, it was really impressive. And yet only 33 losses in first 90 games in 2016. Yeah, it was an insane start. I remember that very well. And, it was a lot of fun that year. But unfortunately, in 2016, the bullpen let us down, and we just could not get anyone out in that 9th inning. And the last 2 trips to the playoffs for the San Francisco Giants has just been incredibly heartbreaking. Losing to the Dodgers, obviously, that's the worst heartbreak that I've ever seen in my lifetime as a San Francisco Giants fan. And then the heartbreak 2016 is probably second on the list for me. In the heartbreaks that I've seen. Welcome in, Travis Namaste. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, Zendava. You have Giants forever, baby. We coming back strong next year. We're going to enjoy the rest of the playoff baseball in 2021. Rooting for the Braves here as the Braves get the win in Game 1 in epic fashion. Austin Riley delivers the game-winning hit, RBI single down the left field line. And Riley coming up clutch in this game, the 24-year-old delivering a moment that he is never going to forget, the game-winning hit, and also came up big with a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. So really impressive out there. Seeing this kid play is a lot of fun. Pick 2016 because they were underdogs that year, and if they'd won Game 4, they would have went all the way. Yeah, very interesting take, and I agree with you on that sense. Yeah, I believe that that Giants team, had they won Game 4, I definitely believe with Johnny Cueto lined up to pitch Game 5. And back then, Cueto was on top of his game. Obviously, Cueto this year was not the Cueto that we've been accustomed to seeing. But yeah, it's a fun question to ask, what Giants team was better. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the 2021 Giants team, definitely, I think they were better than 2016. The big thing with the 2021 team, the depth that we had this year, all across the board. I mean, the 5 guys on our bench, they are starters, would be starters on a lot of other teams. And we had such a deep lineup, and it's just unfortunate that, what we did so well all year, hitting with runners in scoring position, that was our Achilles heel in the NL Division Series. And, we just could not come up with the big hits. I think Giants just had 3 hits with runners in scoring position in that NL Division Series. Tough loss. Yeah, a very tough loss. And, the best way to bounce back from a tough loss is, just look for, or just move forward. And, that's what we got to do. The Giants, we've already moved forward, and, our mindset is already on 2022. And, I could not be more excited. The hunger to get back out there to win, play baseball games again. Just can't wait. And so excited. We could really use Bryant long-term. Absolutely. I'm hoping we can, definitely work out a long-term contract extension to bring Chris Bryant back. He was absolutely amazing. And also in Orange October, he was spectacular. Chris Bryant hit so well, was very impressive. Cueto stays for a slight pay decrease with incentives, just being optimistic. Great take there, Travis Namaste. I know a lot of people, I think, doubt that Johnny Cueto will come back, including, in my opinion, I don't think Cueto will be coming back. But, if he does, I agree with you. I think it will have to be something like that where, it'll be an incentive contract. Giants won't obviously be willing to commit that much money to him. I mean, we've already paid him $130 million over 6 years. But you look at the guys, that are free agents: Kevin Gausman, Anthony DeSclafani, and you have Alex Wood as well. So, these are, I think for sure, Giants are going to bring back at least 2 of these 4 starters. Cueto, obviously, I think for sure they're going to bring back Kevin Gausman, without a doubt. And then I think Alex Wood is likely to be the second arm back. And the 2 that potentially, you might not see come back, Anthony DeSclafani and Johnny Cueto. But yeah, I also would not be surprised if Giants bring back 3 of those 4 starters. But being that we are going to have money available to spend, I think we can go out and spend big, say maybe bring in Clayton Kershaw. I still believe that is a big possibility for the Giants. So I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. And continuing the breakdown of tonight's game, looking at the box score, of course, Austin Riley, the big game, delivers the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 9th inning, and also hit a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. What a great game for the 24-year-old Austin Riley. Terrific. Albies with a terrific game, 2 hits, and gets a crucial stolen base in that 9th inning to set up Austin Riley's game-winning hit. Just spectacular. You look at for the Dodgers tonight, Trey Turner at second base. He had a multi-hit game. Chris Taylor had a great game at the plate, a multi-hit game. Of course, we know the big base running blunder for Chris Taylor, arguably one of the biggest plays in the game. In a 1-run game, momentum is so huge. And definitely the Braves had some big-time momentum getting through that top of the 9th inning, and Chris Taylor running into that final out. That proved to be very costly there. Yeah, I think Gausman comes back. Right there with you, Zendava. Definitely, I feel like, obviously nothing's a for sure, but, you just feel like with everything that Gausman, and how well he pitched this year, pitched well enough to win the Cy Young Award. I think without a doubt, San Francisco Giants are going to bring back Kevin Gausman. So let's see what happens in free agency. Whenever team drafts you, or should be with their whole career. I feel you, Riley Fields. I think when we look at, going back at, a long time ago in baseball, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, basically pre-free agency era. I think without a doubt that, you saw guys play their entire career with one team. And, it's really unfortunate in today's era that, you not just in baseball, but also in other sports that, I don't think you see guys play their entire career with one team. It's very rare now that you see that. And, so like, for the San Francisco Giants, seeing a guy like Matt Cain play his entire 13-year career with the Giants. And, we've had guys like Madison Bumgarner, Tim Lincecum, guys that, I would have loved to have seen play their entire career with the San Francisco Giants. They also went on to play for other teams. I think, unfortunately, I mean, with free agency now and, with contracts continuing to go up more and more, you're seeing that become a more likely thing. And a lot of times a player, if he's drafted by a team, if player feels like that organization is not, moving fast enough to make the right moves to get the team, to winning games, a player is likely to leave in free agency and be willing to sign with another team. Let's see. I think the Dodgers lose Max Scherzer. I agree with you, Zendava. Dodgers have all that money, so obviously they could definitely bring back Scherzer. I'm thinking even Giants, I think, are going to be in the running for Max Scherzer. I hope we either at least get maybe one of the two, Clayton Kershaw or Max Scherzer. Let's see. I respectfully disagree with you, Riley, on that. I fully believe the San Francisco Giants. I believe we are going to be matching up with the rival Dodgers many more times over this next decade. But I definitely believe Giants are going to be winning a lot of those matchups. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, congratulations to your Braves on the win tonight. It was a heck of a win. It was spectacular. What a game. Players, love free agency. They make a lot of money in free agency. Very true. They make a lot of money. Scherzer will sign with the Angels. Great prediction, Zendava. Great prediction there. Always exciting to hear everyone's thoughts in where they think players are going to sign. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll definitely I'll have to potentially put out a video before free agency to share where I think a lot of the top free agents will sign. Dodgers will lose a lot of players, or they'll lose some players next year. Yeah, I think that's very true. I don't have exactly the numbers in front of me about what contracts are going to be expiring. But yeah, they have a ton of money. I think their payroll is at like $300 million or something like that. But they won't be able to re-sign everyone. So, we'll see what they end up doing. And we got to give them a lot of credit. Obviously they got a great manager in Dave Roberts, and they have a good front office and, general manager, a good farm system. So, you got to give them credit. For a while, they weren't doing very well, in the early part of the 2010s, and then they kind of have really started to put it together over the last 8 or 9 years. And obviously last year they finally got through in the playoffs. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Red Sox hit 2 grand slams in one game. First time in baseball history. Oh, that game was insane. That game was amazing. And thank you, Zendava, bringing up that stat. I was not aware that was the first time in a postseason game that 2 grand slams were hit. That's incredible. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. It's a business. So, it is what it is. After seeing Bumgarner leave and, having, seen that happen to a lot of my favorite players over the years, nothing's a guarantee. So, I definitely, it definitely means a lot when you see guys play as many years as they do, with your favorite team. And also even when they come back, it's always very exciting and impossible to Dodgers have money to play with, but some players will have a more prominent role on other teams. Very true. That's the thing. you're going to have guys on the bench, and also on the Giants bench. We had a lot of guys that obviously on other teams, they would be starters. So very true. These players can play very more prominent roles on other teams. So, that'll be exciting to see them get that opportunity with other teams. Whereas, with the Dodgers and how crowded they are on the depth chart, they're not, of course, able to get as big an opportunity as, say, maybe on another team. So it's going to be very interesting. What a game tonight as Austin Riley delivers the game-winning hit in the bottom of the ninth inning, and the Braves walk it off 3-2. They get the win in game one. Giants trade for DeGrom. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome if we can land Jacob DeGrom. Our starting rotation, of course, we know Logan Webb, the ace of our starting rotation. But after Logan Webb, we don't have anyone else under the age of 30 in the rotation. So, I think it's going to be very important to, add, say, a couple of really strong arms in free agency. And, I think we're definitely going to be bringing back a couple of starters, Gosman, Alex Wood. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen in free agency. And we are going to be wrapping up the post-game show here shortly. But before we do, as always, we are going to get to our picks of the game. And so we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. And for a lot of players to shout out tonight. What a job. Max Fried limiting the damage, going 6 innings, gives up 8 hits, but just 2 earned runs allowed. Had a really great start out there. Bumgarner, wasn't healthy early in the season. And, I feel I'm expecting Bumgarner to bounce back strong next year. Bumgarner did pitch a lot better, his last 10 or 11 starts. So finished out the season very well. And I'm hoping Madison Bumgarner is going to return to the San Francisco Giants when his contract with Arizona is up. Thank you very much, Zendava. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Marcus Stroman's another good arm that's going to be on the free agent market. I can't wait. It's going to be really exciting. And, for the Giants having, expiring contracts, we're going to have, a lot of money to work with. Going with Austin Riley, Zendava is going with as the pick of the game. Absolutely awesome. Fantastic pick. And what a game for the 24-year-old. One of the biggest games ever for him, and certainly a game that he is never going to forget. What a moment as he delivers the game-winning RBI single as the Atlanta Braves walk it off 3-2 in game one of the NLCS. And I'm also going to take Austin Riley as my pick of the game. Really enjoyed watching this kid play ever since he came up, and he's just been a lot of fun. And to be getting these big hits in the playoffs, in the biggest games, it's huge. And it was just a lot of fun to watch tonight. And that home run, that was huge. Tying the game in the bottom of the 4th inning. And give credit to the Braves bullpen as well in this game. Matzik, Luke Jackson, and then former San Francisco Giant Will Smith to get through the 9th inning. And it was a good game for both teams. Dodgers, they played a heck of a game as well. Dodgers bullpen kept them, they pitched very well and kept them close in the game. Got it. Thank you very much, Riley. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Congratulations again on the win tonight, and best of luck to your Braves the rest of the series, and best of luck out there to the Dodger fans. This is going to be a great series, and just enjoying watching baseball. So we are going to be wrapping up. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out the post-game show. Let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm. Let's smash up the like button. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate your support. Really means a lot and really helps out the channel big time. All it takes just half a second of your time to hit that like button. And this feedback really means a lot and really helps out. This feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. So then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many Braves fans, Dodger fans, and baseball fans out there. So thank you, everyone, so much. I would not be here without your support. It means everything to me, and I love doing these baseball post-game shows. So thank you so much. And if you haven't done so, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy these live post-game shows. And if you'd like to stay up to date with more baseball breaking news here in the MLB 2021 playoffs, be sure to smash that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm putting out a new video. Austin Riley with the walk-off tonight. The game-winning RBI single. The Braves get the win 3-2. Let's hit that like button. The Braves beat LA. Beat LA. Good game, Braves and Dodgers fans. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Take care. Have a great one, everyone.